Okay, so now that you've seen how the bubble sort algorithm actually works and you've seen it kind of in play, let's figure out how to write this out in Pythonic pseudocode. Okay, so we are given an unsorted list of integers. We don't know how sorted it is, we just know that it's a list of integers. We have to sort them via the bubble sort algorithm because what we have to return is the number of swaps required to sort the list. So we couldn't do this with merge or some other sort. We have to know the number of bubble sort swaps that come out of this. So swaps is the first thing that we need to keep track of, right? We have to assume that it's 0 because maybe the list is sorted. And then we need to keep track of whether or not we made a swap. So swapped equals, we'll go with true for now, and then we'll do a while swapped, right? Because if we've made a swap, we know that the list is not yet potentially sorted. And so that's how we can tell. Then what we want to do is for index in the range of the length of nums, right? And you can see that that's in our while loop, right? We have another loop. This while loop is keeping track of when swapped is false and it stays false, as in we don't ever make a swap. That's sort of our first test, and we want to do that over and over again, do our algorithm over and over again until we have made no swaps. So in this for loop, what I want to do is if the nums at index is greater than the nums at index plus 1, then what we need to do is swap the nums at index with the nums at index plus 1. Then, because what we're doing is counting swaps, is we want to say swaps ps plus equals 1. And then we want to say swapped equals true. T-R-U-E. There we go. So that'll help us keep track of whether or not we made a swap, so whether or not we need to go over the entire list again. Now, this for loop gives us going over the entire list once. So that's how we're going to count our swaps, and that's how we're going to know whether or not it's true. There's some improvements we can make here in keeping track of how far we know the list is sorted, but we'll figure that out once we get into the actual code. What we want to return is swaps, right? That's the number of swaps that we're making, not the sorted list. Okay, so that should set you up. Now, if you need some more help, we're going to cover how to actually code this out in Python in the next video.